assassination of Prime Minister Hadi.
نتمنى يوقف العقد التجاري والحدود التجاري.
بدنا اولادنا عندنا 15 يوم يخافوا الله.
Good afternoon on this Sunday, December 7th. I'm Yumna Naufal. These are today's headlines. The relatives of the captive soldiers and policemen leave their protest site to offer condolences to the families of Ali Bazzal, who was executed by the Nusra Front. Maronite Patriarch Shararai acknowledges the woes of Lebanese citizens who are facing a set of social and political problems, saying their demands should not be ignored. And Typhoon Hagupit knocks out power, mows down trees, and sends more than 800,000 people into shelters in the Philippines. The relatives of the captive soldiers and policemen temporarily left their downtown Beirut protest site to offer condolences to the family of policeman Ali Bazzal, who was executed by the Nusra Front. After reversing their decision to escalate their protest in response to Bazzal's death, the families headed to the eastern village of Bazaliye to offer their condolences and stand by the slain captive's family. A revenge taken will not be against Arsel, one of the parents said during a news conference from Bazaliye in reference to the northeastern border village from where the captives were abducted by jihadis in August. 4 members of the family's committee made speeches from the funeral, all accusing the Lebanese government of inaction and negligence. They stressed that they only expect the Lebanese state to act for the release of their sons and that they will not refer to any other country nor actor. Maronite Patriarch Shararai is acknowledging the woes of Lebanese citizens who are facing a set of social and political problems, he said, adding that their demands should not be ignored. We cannot persist with ears that are deaf to the screams of citizens who face livelihood, financial and security ordeals, Rai said during Sunday Mass in Kirki. The church leader bemoaned Lebanon's many problems, which he identified as the ineffectiveness of state institutions, the violation of the constitution, the prolonged presidential void, the theft of public money, and political cover that protects the abuse and seizure of public property and harms citizens. Prime Minister Tamam Salam is scheduled to travel to the French capital Paris next week, where he will meet with President François Hollande and a number of officials. The Daily and Nahar newspaper said that the premier will discuss with the French president the $3 billion grant to the army and implementing it on the ground as soon as possible through providing weapons to the army. The talks will also address France's role in persuading the international community to present development projects to Lebanon as part of efforts to tackle the burden of Syrian refugees. In addition, Salam will address France's role, as well as that of Iran, in speeding up solutions to elect a new president. He's expected to travel to Paris on Wednesday and return to Lebanon the following Saturday. Something a little joyful for you this year. Badaro presents a Christmas event for 2 consecutive days. This is a special for this weekend. It's a residential area in Beirut, and it's looking to reclaim its former glory as a gem in the country's nightlife scene with a slew of holiday specials. The main road is closed for the entire weekend, so people can enjoy a pleasant car-free atmosphere. Set under fantastic Christmas lights, the Christmas market in Badaro features a wide range of festive and unusual stalls designed to whet the appetite of all age groups. A whole weekend of fun, entertainment, street performers, and surprises await you. The festival will include Santa Village, a wine fair, La Cava Badaro, artisanat, bands, handmade crafts, and much more. This is an event you should not miss, where different exhibitions, tastings, competitions, cultural and musical performances blend together in a very festive atmosphere. The Syrian government is facing accusations that it used chlorine gas against the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, the latest allegations of chemical weapons use in the country's bitter conflict. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said that ISIS fighters showed the effects of a chlorine gas attack as government forces repelled an offensive on a key airbase in the country's east. The UK-based watchdog, which opposes the government, said some of the group's fighters had breathing problems as they attempted to close in on the strategic Deir ez-Zor military airport. Syrian State TV quoted an unnamed military official saying troops repelled attempts by terrorists on several areas near the city of Deir ez-Zor and killed tens of them and destroyed their vehicles and weapons. The station later aired footage of Syrian troops standing near bodies of dead fighters it said were ISIS members who were killed. Another world news, Typhoon Hagupit is knocking out power in Philippines, mowing down trees and sending more than 800,000 people into shelters before it is weakening today, sparing the central Philippines the type of devastation that a monster storm brought to the region last year. Shallow floods, damaged shanties and ripped-off store signs were a common sight across the region. There were no confirmed death or major destruction after Hagupit slammed into eastern Samar and other island provinces. In the central city of Tacloban, where Haiyan storm surges killed thousands of people and leveled villages, news of the approaching typhoon rekindled some very painful memories. Stay with us. Coming up next, we have an exclusive interview with composer and peace activist Peter Jam. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Future Television. We head off to Linda for a very nice exclusive.
Thank you, Yumna. Peter Jam is a Lebanese Armenian artist, singer, music composer, motivational speaker, human rights, justice, and peace activist. During the past 10 years, Peter has toured over 40 countries, singing for peace, love, and unity, and has been delivering inspiring speeches at UN headquarters, universities, TV and radio stations in Lebanon and abroad. He's been granted several titles for his activism, including that of Ambassador for Peace and Ambassador for Human Rights from UN-affiliated organizations. Today we have the pleasure to welcome this inspiring artist in our studios. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you.
So you have toured so many countries, and you have mainly done this without any funds. What has pushed you to become that one man that inspires the world?
Well, most of the projects come with the idea of conceive, believe, and achieve. So whatever we have, if we can work on it and we believe that we can achieve something out of it, we can just go ahead and do it. As in my peace song, I say, if you want peace, love, and hope, you have to keep the faith. But faith is not just enough nowadays. We have to act with will, because actions are louder than words. When there's a will, there's a way. All of this, when we collect it in one box, then I can say that however, they can do something for inspiring others. The most important thing for me is to inspire others, and because that inspiration will reflect on me again, you know, and then we will inspire more and more, and part of the positive message and for the activism.
I'm just going to get to this. Your main project is entitled Positive Message Through the Power of Music, Art, and Speech. And you also care about many other issues other than peace, including environment and animal rights. So can you tell us more about your philosophy and that positive message that you want to spread?
Well, you know, we are living in a world that we need this positivity. People think that I'm so optimistic, but I always insist on being not an optimist, but a realist. Because in reality, we need happiness. We need joy. Without happiness, there's no life. So once I insist on this, and if I want to be happy, I must make others happy. So then we will dive into the issues, and then when we work on the issues, and then we need a positive energy, a power, like miraculous power, you know.
Especially here in the Middle East with the current situation.
Also. So here I just go on to use this energy or power of music, of art, of speech, and also media, social media, lots of powers and energies that we can use now positively to change something somewhere, somehow. And I believe that any one of us can do something in wherever they are, and it starts with just a smile, you know. And the smile needs, again, a decision. If you have decided not to smile at all, then you are not giving this free gift to the others, you know, and then it will not reflect on you. So don't expect, you know, just the smile coming from up above. You have to have the will for it, you know, the least will that I want to smile, and then I want to be positive in something, I want to be active in something, then
and make it happen. Yes. You've traveled to so many countries across the Middle East, Europe, the United States, and you've inspired many throughout your journey. Now, my question is, you often say the more you inspire, the more inspiration you get. So how have your fans been inspiring you so far?
Yes, well, That one today I wrote in your Facebook when
Yes,
you were
you
posting
have.
something. Yeah. Well, that video that you have posted, it's very interesting how I got it. You know, in the beginning I thought it's a joke in my fan page. I got in my Facebook fan page as a message. Some guys, you know, writing for me like, we hope you accept from us this little present. You inspire us every day, and blah blah. And then I said just a joke, but I watch it both ways. And once I watched, I saw this guys, this youth, you know, they are singing my peace song, and in their way, you know, they are concentrated on the Salamu Alaikum, peace upon you, my friend, over and over again, you know, because it's very important, you know, this. The same sequence in different languages for different religions to get together, to unite. So this inspiring message that I was giving, it came back at me in very strong way that if you could have, in the beginning you were talking about funds, if you gave me $1 million right now, I wouldn't have been that much motivated and excited to do more projects, you know. So I guess it's very important how we can light up others, and this light can someday somehow can come back at us, because it's all the turning point.
I'd like to talk a bit about your music. You're having a signing event next Friday for your album, Universality, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. at Virgin Megastore. Could you just explain a little bit the title of your album?
Well, Universality, it came like the idea of the album all together, that I have recorded in Germany with German musicians, in Armenia with Armenian instruments and musicians, and also in Lebanon. And in this album I have Arabic songs like Lebanese for Lebanon that I have just released a song, and also we have I have 2 Armenian songs, and the rest English. It's all the mixing of the cultures, the instruments, the subject all together. And it just when I was telling the painter of the artwork, this beautiful artwork, Miss Sofia Wexler, when she was painting this beautiful artwork, I was telling her about all the idea, and suddenly she just came up with the idea of Universe. I said, yeah, that's what I was looking for. So this is so far about the album for Friday. Just
last question. You've released a video clip for your first song in Arabic this year. It's called لكل اللبنانية. Yeah, so what is this message in the song?
Well, as I was telling, as I was telling in the, it's my first Arabic and Lebanese track, and I just dedicate it as a Lebanese to all the Lebanese in Lebanon and in the diaspora, all the Lebanese people and all the Lebanese authorities all together to get together, and then we will have to reach to all this united Lebanon that we are dreaming of, as if I say, imagine in the beginning that all Lebanese are together. So
we're seeing on screen right now an extract of لكل اللبنانية. It's a very beautiful song.
For all the Lebanese.
For all the Lebanese, and I suggest everybody who's watching.
It just started like imagine, and then embrace and inspire all together. You know, once you imagine and then you start inspiring, then we embrace all together, and then we will have this dream Lebanon that we are having.
That we actually
so we have
hope
to start with the imagining, and people should not be afraid of imagining. As I had تخيلونا, I say.
That was artist and global rights activist Peter Jam. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you, Linda. Mark the end of our bulletin and remind you of today's top stories. The relatives of the captive soldiers and policemen leave their protest site to offer condolences to the family of policeman Ali Bazal, who was executed by the Nusra Front. Maronite Patriarch Shaddai acknowledges the woes of Lebanese citizens who are facing a set of social and political problems, saying their demands should not be ignored. And you should all head to Badaro this weekend. A beautiful Christmas festival awaits, and you're not going to want to miss it. Those are your headlines on this Sunday. We're wrapping up the weekend here. Have a great week ahead, and stay warm. Bye.
And in the assassination of Prime Minister Hadi.
نتمنى يوقف العهد التجاري والحدود التجاري.
بدنا اولادنا. عندنا 15 يابر.